longer. It is at 7:31 in the morning. Good morning, Gene Brister.
Good morning, George Gale.
How are you, sir?
Well, I'm enjoying the weather.
It is. It's going to get nicer. Well, it's going to get really windy, and then it's going to get nicer.
Well, but isn't it a couple of degrees cooler today?
Couple of degrees cooler today, but still above average. And then we're going to cool down. Then the wind's going to come tonight. That's going to cool everything down, and then we're going to be down into the 70s and 80s after that.
And then at nighttime, even
40s and 50s.
40s and 50s, yeah.
So it's going to be nice. October weather.
October weather.
Let's see if it sticks around.
Well, I wanted to say we have a house guest right now, the Dunns. They drove all the way down from Oregon.
Oregon, that's a heck of a drive.
It is. and they do it quite often, actually. So they're at the house this morning, taking a listen to critique us.
To critique us.
Yeah. So be on your best.
I don't know if we need any more of that. They critique me too much, I'll lose my job.
Be on your best.
Yeah, well, I don't have that. It's been too many years, Gene. See, I just messed up right there.
Well, today, at around 10 o'clock this morning, we're going to have a visit with a family that utilized the services of the Ronald McDonald House.
There you go.
And that'll be, like I said, 10 o'clock. Have a chance to first-handedly understand how wonderful a place and the services that they provide people in a real time of need.
Now, we have done those a couple of times for a few years. I have done a couple of them. They're very interesting to listen to. The stories and that the families tell, their personal stories, are very interesting.
Very, very much so.
It's not just a promo for Ronald McDonald House. These families went through a lot and were very, very satisfied with the help they got at the Ronald McDonald House.
That's right. And so a week from tomorrow, of course, is Red Shoe Day, and that's when we will have people all over the county for 3 hours, be at intersections. As of last counting last week or a little before that, it was almost 50 intersections alone that we're going to be collecting money. Of course, you can give your money at credit unions or banks, even some schools. How they drive up to drop kids off. They're going to be there to collect donations in some locations.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I suggest you go to the bank and get a bunch of singles and be prepared for that day.
Well, it's for a good cause.
It's for a great cause, and then you can donate at each corner that you stop at.
And I'm going to wear my red shoes just like I do every year.
Every year. That's a tradition.
Yep.
They're not as big as Ronald's, but they're...
Yeah, thank God.
Okay, we got some birthdays to get into if you're ready to tear into that.
We need to get into the big shots and the real people's birthday.
Got some of these big shots that we may actually have heard of. Nona Hendricks, remember her?
I do.
With LaBelle. She's 75 today. Jackson Brown is 71. Robert Wool. A lot of people haven't heard of him, but he's a really funny guy. He's 68. TV personality, Ozzy's wife, Sharon Osbourne, is 67 today. Tony Shalhoub, he was in Monk and Wings, and he's in something else because he just got an Emmy the other day. He's 66. Scott Bakula is 65. Actor John Hurley. He's a kind of a deadpan funny guy. He's 65. Was in Seinfeld and Dancing with the Stars. Michael Pear of Eddie and the Cruisers. He's 61. Guillermo del Toro. He's a director, actor guy. He was in The Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth. I think I don't know what he did with it, but they're his movies. He's 55. Director Steve McQueen, not the actor Steve McQueen, the director Steve McQueen. He directed 12 Years a Slave. He's 50 years old today. John Lennon's child, Sean Lennon, not such a child anymore. He's 44. Melissa Villaseñor, a very funny lady. She's on Saturday Night Live. She's 32, one of the best in that group right now. And country singer Scott McCreery. He was on American Idol. I think he's done a couple of albums. He's 26 years old today. Local birthdays. We got them coming up next.
From coast to coast, This is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230.
Get out on the highway.
KXO. We'll hear from the Rascals and Marvin Gaye, Bobby Goldsboro. If you like 1968, and I love 1968 for good reason. That's the year I got into this racket business.
Get the Gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alfredo Ibarra, Sergio Ramos, Paul Rubio, Kyra Jacques, Julius Laguna, Crystal Ransdell, Damarin Lofgren, Helena Hoyt, Rebecca Singh, Melissa Diaz, Christine Quesada, Gabriel Beltran, Damian Gonzalez, Damian Saavedra, Faith Diaz, Carmelita Sanchez, John Pacheco, Tony Partida, Felipe Solis, Leonard Goldberg. We have Bianca Serrata, Marcy Santillan Flores. Happy birthday to every single one. All eligible for the KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthday cakes. We'll be giving away 2 of them on Friday. Happy anniversary going out to Paul and Rosemary Rubio, celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate.
Do you have a birthday?
Roger that.
Yes. Then call, email, or regular mail us the date, include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
And it's time for the World and California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
CBS News update. A U.S. official confirms Turkish airstrikes are underway in northern Syria just 2 days after President Trump announced a U.S. troop withdrawal. A spokesman for Kurdish forces claims Turkey is targeting civilians. CBS News military analyst Mike Lyons.
The president has got to allow the Turkish leader to create a secure border there. However, we'll monitor the situation closely and make sure that it's not going to lead to another humanitarian crisis, because then the White House will own that problem set.
The U.S. had teamed with Kurdish troops to tamp down ISIS. Top Republicans have been urging President Trump to rethink his decision to leave. Senator Lindsey Graham tells Fox News this morning.
To all those fighters, American soldiers who've died in the fight against ISIS, I feel terrible for you because they're going to come back. And you just dismembered Syria even further.
The president tweeting just now should have never been there in the first place. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. Our new Affinity systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, and cut your energy costs by as much as 50%. Call Locke Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. Call now and ask about our 10-year extended labor warranty. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. Public safety power shutoffs have begun in Northern California. 185,000 people have already lost power, and as many as 800,000 PG&E customers in 34 counties may be affected at some point because of high winds that could spark wildfires.
This is forecast to be the strongest offshore wind event since October 2017.
PG&E plans a second de-energizing phase starting at noon. This Oakland resident is not happy about the situation.
This is not a good contingency plan for their customers.
PG&E will begin opening community resource centers in several locations for customers starting at 8 a.m. Meanwhile, Southern California Edison says it may have to cut power to customers at some point because of Santa Ana winds. And a suspected DUI accident in Lake Los Angeles last night has killed a 5-year-old girl. An eastbound SUV drifted into the westbound lane of traffic, striking the vehicle with the girl inside. 4 of the people in the vehicle were also injured. Steve Clausen, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
It's iPhone season at Sprint, Polly.
Wow, that's exciting. Switch to Sprint and get
the new iPhone 11 or iPhone 11 Pro with amazing all-new camera systems. And now you can get iPhone 11
for $0 per month when you trade in your iPhone 7 or newer in any condition.
Seriously, any condition.
And with Sprint's 100% total satisfaction guarantee, you can try out the network and see the savings for yourself.
Happy iPhone season! Don't you just love that?
What's not to love?
I just love it!
Celebrate iPhone season at Sprint. Switch to Sprint and get the new iPhone 11 for $0 per month when you trade in your iPhone 7 or newer in any condition. Get yours right now at your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
iPhone 11 64 gigabytes $0 a month, and iPhone 11 Pro 64 gigabyte $12.50 a month, both after $29.17 a month credit for 18 months with Sprint Flex lease applied within 2 bills. Requires new line of service. Cancel early. Remaining balance due. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. 30-day guarantee. Select exclusions apply. 30 activation fee, taxes and restrictions apply.
And it's time for page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less. With page one of the local news, we go to Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, a Holtville man is bound over for trial. George Gale has the story.
The preliminary hearing was held Monday. Superior Court judge determined there was enough evidence presented for a trial. 40-year-old Adrian Alvarado Lopez is being charged in the 2018 shooting death of a 39-year-old Holtville resident. In addition to the murder charge, Lopez also faces felony charges of assault with a firearm on a person, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and unlawfully possessing ammunition. The judge also determined at the preliminary hearing that there was enough evidence to have Jessica Michelle Carrion face trial as an accessory after the fact. Carrion was not present at the shooting of Stephen Garibaldi, but is accused of assisting Lopez avoid apprehension. Arraignment has been set for October 21st. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Another convicted sex offender arrested. This is the 22nd in recent months. Border Patrol agents with the El Centro sector encountered the man about 29 miles west of Calexico's downtown port of entry. They suspect he had entered the country illegally. The suspect was arrested and transported to the El Centro station for immigration and criminal history screening. A records check revealed the man was 27-year-old Jose Raul Nicolas Jimenez, a Mexican national. He also found Nicholas had been convicted of indecent exposure in 2014 in Orange County. He had been sentenced to 24 months confinement for his conviction. The man is being held in federal custody pending further criminal prosecution. KXO News Time, 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The 17th annual Real Heroes Breakfast is coming up the end of this week. Here's more on that story.
It will be this Friday. The event is hosted by the American Red Cross of San Diego and Imperial counties. The event recognizes individuals and organizations that embody the mission and spirit of the Red Cross by saving lives and creating safer, stronger, and more resilient communities. Receiving the Humanitarian Award this year will be Maribel Padilla, co-founder of the Brown Bag Coalition in Calexico. Coalition assists the homeless population of Calexico. In addition to providing food for the homeless, Coalition sets up showers and provides individuals with clean clothes and other amenities. A Real Heroes Breakfast will take place aboard the USS Midway Museum in San Diego starting at 7 a.m. on Friday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That will conclude this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
It's Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. With Page 2 of the local news, here again is Gene.
A fitness program for senior citizens, George Gale explains.
It is called the Silver Sneakers Fitness Program. Area Agency on Aging says the program is now available in Imperial County. They say seniors in Imperial Valley will now find it easier to maintain their fitness level through the program. It is available at several fitness centers around the county. Program is for baby boomers 65 and older. The program offers a diverse range of classes from low impact to high intensity, tailored to meet the individual fitness goals of participants. Interested individuals should contact the Imperial County Area Agency on Aging for more information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Brawley Elks Lodge 1424 and Coin Power Sports will present the 3rd annual Oktoberfest Rib Cook-Off on Saturday, October 26th, beginning at 11 a.m. This community outdoor fundraising event will be held on Plaza Street outside the Brawley Elks Lodge at 161 South Plaza Street in Brawley. This family-minded event is open to the public. They will feature 15 teams competing for the title of the best ribs in town, with over $2,000 in prizes to be awarded. The event features a kids zone with a pumpkin patch and features children's games where they, too, can win prizes. They'll have an Oktoberfest beer wagon featuring various themed beers, and live music will also be available as well. Well, the Farm Bureau's big event is just around the corner. Here's more in that story.
In fact, it is their biggest event of the year. It's the 15th annual Jim Kuhn Memorial Farmer of the Year and annual meeting of the members. It'll be held this year to Thursday, tomorrow, at the Casa de Mañana building at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds. It'll begin at 5:30 p.m. During the event, a closely guarded secret will be revealed. They'll announce the 2019 Farmer of the Year. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather after this.
As with most things in life, the key to achieving your long-term objectives is planning. David H. West Insurance has been helping many residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs, from life to Medicare and financial planning too. David, Jose, and staff are ready to help you with your insurance needs. Call David H. West Insurance today for an appointment at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411. Or stop by 8th and Commercial in El Centro.
Here's George Gale with the weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 98 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 68. National Weather Service says temperatures across the region will be a couple of degrees cooler today than they were yesterday, but still a few degrees above normal. The weather will change rapidly late tonight into a Thursday as a strong storm system drops into the Great Basin and the northern Rockies, forcing a strong cold front through the lower deserts of southeast California and Arizona. Strong winds will be common through southeast California and western Arizona Thursday before the tranquil weather returns by the weekend. Post-frontal temperatures will fall below normal across the area, with highs only in the 70s and 80s and lows in the 40s and 50s. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 96. Breezy west-southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 65. Breezy throughout the night. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny skies, highs right near 83. Continued breezy with a north wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 73 degrees, 31% the relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news has been brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, we're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options. I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial thick burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
Throughout the year, we have contests on KXO AM 1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. It's just that simple. So good luck, have fun, and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
And it's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. Imperial's Do-It Centers, where you'll find what you need when you need it. Major League Baseball playoffs underway. Thought the American League was going to wrap up the division series yesterday. Surprise, surprise. Rays beat the Astros 4-1. That series tied at 2 games apiece. There'll be one more game. The National League division series will end today. Cardinals going at the Braves, Dodgers, and the Nationals. All 4 of those teams knotted at 2 games apiece. It's the best out of 5 series, so whoever wins tonight will move on to the National Division Championships. The National League Division Championships. That'll be decided. The American League will be decided tomorrow with the Astros and the Braves. Find out who's going to face the Yankees in the American League Division Championships.
As the weather begins to cool down, it's time to get back outside and enjoy the season with family and friends, which means it's also time to get some of those projects done. You know, the ones you've been putting off all summer long. When you DIY, let Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Visit one of our Do-It Centers today for all your landscaping and irrigation supplies, gardening tools, outdoor decor, paints and stains, grilling gear, Yeti coolers, rental equipment, and much more. You see, we know exactly what Valley residents are looking for because we're locally owned and family operated, serving this community for over a century. Check us out online at imperialhardwarecompany.com. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a warehouse store with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. And remember, we're open 7 days a week. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, or Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
And in the NFL, it's Thursday night football tomorrow night. Game that you will hear on KXO AM 1230. Should be very interesting. The resurging Giants taking on the undefeated Patriots. We'll see what happens there tomorrow night right here on 1230 KXO. Thursday night football. High school football coming up Friday night. It's going to be the Brawley Wildcats taking on the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. Calexico Bulldogs will be going against the Imperial Tigers. Mickey Dale and George Grijalva will call that action on KXOradio.com. 6:45 is warm-up time. Central Spartans taking on the Southwest Eagles for the city championship. Carol Buckley and John Driffel will be on KXOradio.com and KXO AM 1230. Warm-up time in that game, also 6:45. And the Hong Kong Open will go ahead despite protests, according to the headlines. The tournament is not until November, so the protest may be over by then. Sports Time has been brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company. Do-It Centers in El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's your financial news and weather brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. U.S. stock futures are heading higher this morning, or were, as China and the U.S. attempted to ease simmering tensions a day before high-level trade talks are scheduled to commence. Investors will watch for the minutes later this afternoon of the Federal Reserve's Policy Gathering Committee last month to gather clues on an outlook for interest rates. Dow Jones Industrial Average this morning gained 185 points, or 0.7%, to touch 26,349.81 at the open. S&P 500 index rose 20 points to reach 2913.25, or up 0.7%, while the NASDAQ advanced 68 points, or 0.9%, at 7891.98. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
One medical center in Imperial County is focused on you, Pioneers Memorial. Now, Pioneers and its Center for Joint Replacement is the first to receive the prestigious national designation as a Center for Excellence by the DNV organization. The Center for Joint Replacement at Pioneers is a team of specialized medical experts focusing on the individual needs of our patients. And as always, Pioneers means personalized care, where every patient receives the commitment of many with the focus on one, you.
And your weather forecast for today, it's going to be sunny with the highs right near 96. A little bit breezy. Winds are going to start kicking up out of the west-southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour this afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows around 65. Breezy throughout the night, west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Your weather and financial news and weather brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, the leading medical center in the Imperial Valley. At Pioneers, it's a commitment of many with the focus on one, you.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. Hundreds of thousands of people are making do without power in Northern California.
I filled up the propane, too, so I'll have a refrigerator and I'll have a generator for the house.
The big utility PG&E is cutting power because of wildfire concerns. Windy weather is in the hot and dry forecast, and downed lines have been blamed for previous fires. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf.
5 days without electricity is pretty unacceptable for our community, and we certainly will expect PG&E to do everything within its power to assure that we don't see those kinds of impacts.
Turkey began its military push into northeast Syria today. Kurdish forces report there have been airstrikes alleging some have hit civilian targets. Pentagon correspondent David Martin says it's an area where U.S. troops have pulled out.
The U.S. position is that this is a fight between two allies, the NATO ally Turkey and our ally against ISIS, which are the Syrian Democratic Forces. The U.S. is simply not going to get involved in that fight.
In a barrage of tweets, President Trump defends the move to pull U.S. troops out of Syria and attacks the impeachment inquiry. Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett says for now, at least, the administration's put up a House roadblock.
It's a bit of a White House risky strategy to say no cooperation at all. And if the courts rule rapidly, the White House could be forced to backpedal from this. But this is now going to be, in all likelihood, before federal courts to try to adjudicate who's right and who's wrong.
A major airline has got a new plan now for a still grounded aircraft. CBS's Vicki Barker.
For the sixth time, American Airlines is moving back the date at which it plans to phase the 737 MAX jets back into its schedule. It's now set for mid-January, 6 weeks later than the carrier said just last month. The FAA has said it still doesn't have a firm date for completing its safety review, prompted by 2 fatal crashes of MAX jets.
Matt Lauer denies an account from an NBC staffer alleging he raped her while they were staffing the Sochi Olympics. Variety broke the story in an interview about a new book. There was a reaction to it all this morning from Today Show co-host Hoda Kotb.
There are allegations of a crime, and I think that's shocking to all of us here who've sat with Matt for many, many years.
Lauer, who was fired 2 years ago for sexual misconduct, insists his relationship with the woman was consensual. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 118 points. The NASDAQ is up 58. The S&P 500 up 16 points. This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Like you, I'm a big sports enthusiast, and I want my gear to shine like new. That's why it's cleaned with Simple Green, the concentrated cleaner that's perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new again. Try it today. If you're not 100% satisfied, I'll give you your money back. Visit us at simplegreen.com.
Simple Green, Simple Green. With the Quicksilver card from Capital One, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase. Unlimited? Unlimited? Unlimited! 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 Any way you say it, earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase just sounds good. Capital One. What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA, N.A.
An auction is coming straight from music's grunge era.
The ratty olive green button-down V-neck sweater with a burn hole that Kurt Cobain wore at his MTV Unplugged performance in 1993 will be auctioned off this month in L.A. It's the same one that sold for more than $137,000 4 years ago. The customer
child and other felonies. He allegedly brought pregnant women to the U.S. from the Marshall Islands, paid them to give up their babies, then sold them for adoption for $40,000 each. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. Call 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013.
Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency is teaming up with local cities with their cleanups. This event will be held in Imperial this Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the fairgrounds for Imperial residents. Free collection of used tires with or without rims for all Imperial Valley residents. No tires from tire businesses, no more than 9 tires without a written exemption from local environmental agency or LEA. Remember, that's the law. You can call LEA at 442-265-1888. Between 10 to 20 tires will be accepted with an exemption from LEA. Also, there's a free collection of electronics, computers, televisions, or monitors. Must show proof of residency, utility bill, or driver's license. For more information, you can call 1-877-RECYCLE. That's 1-877-RECYCLE. Funded by a grant from Cal Recycle.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
We're just trying to entertain people, and morality's just gonna get in the way.
AM 1230.
Where is
KXO.